everybody that doesn't know about it says, oh yeah, that's a good thing. We can take the bad stuff and convert it into energy, and we can keep on, this is the issue here, we can keep on using energy at the level that we're doing now. Nobody's talking about the reduction of use of energy. Everybody's talking about the future of energy being more and more and more without paying attention to how that's going to be produced. And it's very important to understand that we're being sold a bill of goods, and everybody's saying, oh yeah, let's try that, and let's try this, as long as I get to keep 3 cars. It's not a lot of us, but those in power, 3 cars, and a big ass house, and get to use all the energy I can, right? And then they want, internationally, then they want to put it on the global south, right? So the global north can use the energy that it needs the global south to bail them out. And they want to do it at the UN level, where they want mainstream groups, big mainstream groups. There's actually green groups that have billion-dollar budgets. Billion-dollar budgets. And these mainstream groups are out and saying, oh yeah, let's go to the Amazon. Let's take over all kinds of forests and different areas and kick indigenous people out of their land so that we can sequester carbon for the north, right? And that's called the land grab. That's part of what we call environmental colonialism, which is the same thing that was happening 500 years ago. That was the first model, by the way, of disastrous capitalism, right? What capitalism caused later to be disastrous, and then death, and taking over lands, and then putting up fences, all these other things. What is the solution, right? The solution has to come from you all, because you're the ones that have to be able to say what you want in your communities, how you want that system to be, and what it needs to look like, and who needs to run it, right? We're asking labor right now to think out of the box too. We want, in collective bargaining contracts, we want the company to commit in collective bargaining contracts to putting money aside now for a just transition. Because the companies can walk away scot-free, and everybody else is left holding the bag. So if you put in your collective bargaining contracts that the company has to put in resources, because eventually something might happen, it probably will, by the way. It needs to be there, and it needs to be guaranteed, because if not, then folks like Campbell, Norm, and other folks are going to be trying to figure out where these just transition monies come from. And if you are going to look for just transition monies, they have to be redirecting some of the billions of dollars of subsidies that these companies get for free. That's our money that they get for free. Redirecting those resources, and at the same time, if they're going to put money forth, it has to be from profits. Because if it's not from profits, it'll raise the price of profits, right? And then everybody's going to turn against you because they're paying more for something. But what you want to chase is their profits.